Hey y'all, it's Jake Gomes here with the Gomes Agency and LHI. We're outside of Broken Anvil Jiu Jitsu. It is a Jiu Jitsu gym owned by my friend and client, Clay. So we are here, it is one of the suburbs of Nashville called Madison. So we're about 8 miles northeast of downtown Nashville, right on the outskirts of East Nashville. So come on inside, we're gonna meet Clay and we're gonna check out what they have going on here. Hey y'all, we're here inside Broken Anvil Jiu Jitsu with Clay, the co-owner. So Clay, tell me about Broken Anvil. Tell me about the history, how y'all got started.
Yeah, so the tail end of COVID in 2020, my partner Nate and I, who had met at another jiu-jitsu gym, basically had this idea. No-gi jiu-jitsu without the kimono, without the gi. We wanted to stand up another brand here in Nashville, and as ideas go, it got momentum, and here we are. We opened up in 2022 summer, and it's been wonderful. Just sitting around 80 students right now. And yeah, I think a staple in the Madison community.
That's amazing. Now, it's no surprise that business is competitive, not only business in general, but also the Jiu Jitsu community.
Yeah.
So, and y'all have grown pretty rapidly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what stands out about Broken Anvil? Why do you think y'all have grown as rapidly as you have?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the barrier of entry in no-gi is cost effective. You're not, gis are expensive. The commitment to the laundry and all that kind of stuff, it piles on quick. No-gi, we just got the rash guard, we got the shorts. So the barrier of entry, a little bit more attainable than gi jiu-jitsu. I think on top of that too is I'm here every night, a little bit different. Some schools, you're not getting a black belt every night. The other thing too is I train myself. I still train. I train every round
That's
with
huge.
the guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So if we do 7 rounds, I'm doing 7 rounds. If we do 8 rounds, I'm doing 8 rounds. I'm in the fire with the guys. Maybe that's why they stay, why they come. It's your standard stuff. They're searching, they're coming in. I make recommendations. Hey, if we're not for you, go across the street. There's another great gym. There's tons of great gyms. I have nothing bad to say about any of them. I just think culturally, of course I'm going to think that. It's my gym.
Of course,
We have content, character. We're a lot more relaxed, not so traditional.
Gotcha. And what's your own personal relationship and journey with Jiu Jitsu been like? How long have you been involved in it? And, how did you go from first time on the mat to owning your own gym?
Yeah, so I moved around a lot. Started in Florida. I trained at an MMA gym. It was wonderful. But, when I decided that fighting wasn't for me, at that time I moved to Denver. I was training jiu-jitsu there. So I started when I was 20, and I'm 36 now. And so, I'm looking at 17 years of training, 16 now in the face. But it's been a unique journey. I fought amateur MMA for a while, did some kickboxing, kind of put that away. Jiu-jitsu was always my first love.
Okay.
And yeah, I was lucky enough, people don't move like that and pick up the skill again. When you move, you abandon something. Man, that's how I made friends. I'd move to a new town. I walked into this gym called 303 Training Center in Denver, forged lifelong relationships, got my brown belt there. When I moved here, I was a part of Nashville MMA and was part of their team for a very long time. Got my black belt there. But anywhere I went, I just walk in. Did I vibe right? Was this the right culture? And then you're fighting these guys and grappling and learning something with them, and it's very, very easy to make friends in a new city.
Yeah, it seems like the members involved in the jiu-jitsu community, the culture and the camaraderie is huge.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that probably has something to do with actually being on the mat, getting down there, right? You probably form a bond that's a little hard to recreate elsewhere.
Yeah, well, I also think that if you're looking at CrossFit, if you're looking at lifting weights or something like that, like you can lift a certain amount of weight. I can lift a certain amount of weight. That's different.
Right.
It's different. You're picking it up, putting down reps, things like that. And here, there might be a 100-pound girl who chokes out a 250-pound man. And it's just different. It's a mentality. There's a mental challenge to it, a physical challenge to it, an ego. You have to suspend the ego, realize you know nothing, build that skill set up. For me, it was life-changing. For others, I think it's slowly changing their lives, and they don't even know it. But I found that my relationships got better, not just in the gym, but out of the gym, kind of getting that veracity out of you daily.
Yeah, it's sort of like combat chess, it seems like.
100%. 100%. Physical chess with what is it? They said it's chess with dire physical consequences. I think I've heard that quote. Yeah.
I like it. Now, the space here at Broken Anvil is just around 1,000 square feet.
Yeah.
But you told me before we got started that y'all are actually expanding.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about that.
Yeah, we've been looking for some time. Unfortunately, we were affected by the tornado. We had some options that came up there, but our current place that we rent from, our current unit, we're just going to be moving 4 doors down, tripling the space in total. Mat space, we're going to go up about 3 times, and then we're going to have shower. Well, right now we don't have a shower. We're going to have a shower.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, we're going to have lockers. We're going to have other things like that. So. I think the word boutique gets thrown around a little too much, but I want it eventually to be a boutique experience. I want somebody to feel like they can leave things here that they could, for instance, drop off their kids. We have a burgeoning kids program. Drop off their kids. We'll have security cameras at this new spot so you can watch your kids, know that they're going to be taken care of and okay. And then you can run some errands. Mom runs errands, comes back, picks the kids up. They know they're in a safe environment and a bigger environment. There's less clashing. We started small and we're growing.
That's fantastic. Well, so we're going to get on the mat here, and Clay's going to show us a few moves as well. Come check us out, and if you want to know any more information about Broken Anvil or Clay, just drop us a line.
All right, so I'm gonna show you just a quick move. Nothing patented, nothing crazy, no secret sauce here, but it's called a straight jacket. All right, so if I'm taking my opponent's back, I'm in the back mount position. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my opponent's attack side, right? This is my attack side, this is my control side. As I fall this way, most cases, we're on the attack side when we're on the back. I need to get my belt line hook. That means my bottom leg is going to cross his waist. I go heel to heel. I can control my opponent. I can kind of move him up and down, but I need to secure some sort of arm lock to make sure he does not get away. I'm pummeling my attack hand into his wrist. I'm going wrist to wrist for like a Kimura type grip. All right. When we're here, I make sure I'm telling him a very good secret. I'm close, we're ear to ear. I'm trying to choke, but Clayton's very good. He's reaching up, he's defending. I'm able to re-secure that Kimura grip on that same side arm, all right? That choke didn't work. I wanna get this arm and pin it behind his back. I extend my legs. He's now below me, all right? It's a perfect opportunity to start getting this arm away, and I aim my calf for my bicep. I go ahead and I take my heel, I pull it towards the wall, back this way. I insert my ballerina toes into his back, laces to the back. From here, I start threatening that same choke, but look at that. Once again, very defensive opponent. He's pulling down. I'm here, it can't happen. I call this the I Dream of Genie choke. I'm gonna go ahead and lift his chin with this arm. I sneak this one underneath, just like I Dream of Genie. I pull my elbow back, and my opponent taps.